So I was gonna start this video out with like having my last meal and being like, oh yeah, it's my first big meal before I go on this big 3-day foraging kick, but I went to my spot that I was gonna order at. Today is Tuesday and they only serve breakfast. So they just closed like half hour ago, so. I mean, I haven't eaten since 9 o'clock, but I don't know if I can really start my challenge as if it was 9. So there we go. I can eat again on May 30th, 2020 at 2:12 p.m. Yeah, we'll do it that way. That's not really fair to me, but we'll do it that way. I haven't eaten in 10 hours, might as well make it 12. Let's go. Everybody's always talking about how intermittent fasting, intermittent, there we go, fasting is the next big thing. Helps you with your metabolism, stay skinny, you know, get cut. Haven't really had a reason to fast, but if I don't catch fish or can't find any forest foods, I have a great reason to fast. That was almost really bad. Rope wasn't attached apparently. I thought I got it good, but must have unhooked it. Come on, you old bird. Whoa. All right. All right, so I know what you're thinking. You might be like, hey, isn't it kind of cheap that this guy's using a boat to catch his fish for his video? I guess I kind of almost agree with you to an extent. I just moved to this area. I don't know what the heck I'm doing. I've only been out here by myself 1 or 2 other times, and I've only caught fish once. I don't really have too much intel besides Justin on shore just gave me some intel. We'll see if he's a man of his word or not. What I'm trying to get at is that I don't know what the heck I'm doing out here. And I'm also fishing one of the biggest bodies of fresh water in the United States. Actually, biggest body of fresh water in the world. And when the weather gets bad out here, it means I can't take the boat out. So what I mean by that is the next couple days we're actually supposed to have a lot of weather. We're supposed to have a thunderstorm later today. It's supposed to rain tomorrow morning. Winds could pick up at any time. It's really unpredictable out here. So if the wind's bad, if there's bad weather out here, I'm not gonna be coming out in the boat. It's a life or death situation. So right now we're working with 45-degree water temps. That gives you about 10 minutes to live before you catch hypothermia and go under. 10 minutes for somebody to get to you. So when I'm out here by myself, it's super important that I'm wearing my PFD. And it's also important to have a VHF radio. I'm gonna have this turned to the Coast Guard's channel, so in case I do fall in, I can always bring somebody out here. The name of the game out here is trolling. So we're gonna set some lines quick and hopefully catch some lunch, because I'm freaking starving already. I was kind of battling with myself there if I should open up a little granola bar or not, but I don't think that's fair. I think I should just suffer. All right, so another thing that kind of goes along with not doing this fishing much or not really knowing what I'm doing is I don't exactly have the perfect equipment. So if you guys can see up there, I'm using my trolling motor right now. I'm getting to about 1.2 miles an hour. See, that's not gonna cut it. I really want these baits to be going at about 2 miles an hour, and guys that do this a lot, they'll have a kicker motor, or you know, they'll be able to get their miles per hour down so they can catch fish. I'm gonna have to get creative and figure out a different way how I can catch fish. And as you can tell, the weather's kind of just starting to pick up out here. It's definitely a lot windier than when I just launched the boat like 15 minutes ago. So I've got my line set, I'm fishing, but it's not looking too promising yet. Well, that should do it. 2-4, perfect. All right, it might also be important to note that I'm only gonna be drinking water for the next 3 days. It means no beer, no coffee, no wine, no coffee, no beer. Right now I'm testing out one of my ceramic filter water bottles. In this video I'm being kind of loosey-goosey with myself, you know, I'm not like filtering my own water. I'm able to use the boat. This video ends up getting 12,000 thumbs up. I'll go ahead and do another one, and maybe I'll actually filter my own water, so I'll do only what I eat, or wow, I'll only eat what I catch, and I'll only drink what I can filter. So if you guys want to see something like that, give this video a like. As far as the fishing goes right now, not looking so hot. I've been out here for like 15-20 minutes. Haven't had a bite. Yeah, I think I might have to go to one of my spots. I was going after some spots somebody just gave me on shore, but I think I might just have to go bounce around by myself and try to figure stuff out. Look at this, it's like some Jurassic Park stuff. All I need is a parasail on the back and they'd be gone. Hopefully I make it out of this, man. Fishing about 100 feet of water right now. I've got 2 deeper rods off each side, and then I got shallow bait right down the middle. This wind is so cold right here. Hoping I catch a fish soon. My stomach's been growling for a little bit. It's 3:45 right now. Means I've been on this challenge now for only an hour and a half, and I'm already feeling it. All right, folks, well, this is not looking good for the first outing. It's about 4:40 right now, and I haven't gotten a bite yet. I've tried deep, I've tried shallow, tried moving spots, I've tried a couple different islands now, and it's not paying off. This weather looks like it's coming in just like it said it was going to on my phone, so it's definitely getting chilly out. On land it was really nice, like 70 degrees, and you can definitely feel the temperature difference out here. My fingertips are kind of numb right now, actually. I don't want to push my luck, because after all I am out here by myself, and safety is the #1 precaution. I'm hungry already, so this is going to be interesting to see how I feel tonight. By no means did I think that this was going to be easy, but I thought I would have had a shot at a fish by now, at least. A bite or more marks than I was getting. Oh no, oh no. Oh no. I hear thunder. Oh God. I mean, look at how nice and warm and sunny it looks here. Completely different out on the lake. Alright, so since I couldn't catch any fish, I'm walking some trails that I know and hopefully gonna find some plants to eat. I know there's some wild leeks out here. Just rained, so there should be some mushrooms popping up. I'm not talking about the rain that just happened. I'm talking about rain that happened the other day. So there should be some mushrooms, some morels if I'm lucky. And yeah. Funny part is that this trail that I'm going down is right next to the fish hatchery. So I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's giant fish in there, big splake. It's crazy. They got a pretty good program here for brown trout and splake. Those are the fish that produce the eggs, so we don't want to catch those ones. Don't even want to put a lure anywhere near them. See what we can find in the woods. All right, this is good right here. So these are fiddleheads. Yeah, they got a big ridge in them. So these are the ones that you want to keep. These are just ferns that are just sticking up. See how they're all curled like that? These are actually really good to eat. This is right at the beginning of the trail though, so I'm gonna leave those for now. Come back to them on my way out and I'll remember to grab those. But as you can see, it's kind of late in the season for me to be looking for fiddleheads. All these ferns are kind of already starting to open up. But that is good news that we have a few that haven't opened up yet, because I was worried that I wasn't going to be able to eat those, but looks like there's a few that are lingering. You can hear all these frogs croaking. They're leopard frogs or bullfrogs. They'll be good eating. I'm not going to target those yet, but it's good to know for later in the week. Yeah, there's a lot of fiddleheads around. Look at, it's perfect. Great. Alright guys, here's some wild onion right here. Oh yeah. Pretty good haul. There's a lot more left, but there's a lot more left there, but I don't need that much. All right. What is that? Oh. Guys, there's eggs right there. That's good. What kind of eggs are those? I have no idea what kind of eggs those are, but what do I do? That's so cool though. I've never found a ground's nest. I'm gonna, it's protein. I can't. I have to leave those things. I don't know. I don't feel right about taking ground's eggs, and I also don't really know if it's legal. So better just to not touch them, I guess. Shoot. Oh, it's so tempting. No, I can't. Oh. It's like I was rewarded. Pretty sure this is a pheasant's tail. And these things are actually really good when they're little. So we're gonna take you instead of those eggs. Alright. Been out here long enough. I'm getting way too soaked. I'm gonna start heading back. Rain's coming down a little stronger. It's starting to get dark. Yeah, if you guys are coming out and doing stuff like this, make sure you know your regs. I'm honestly not even 100% sure if it is legal to keep eggs at a ground's nest. I'll have to shoot one of my friends a text. She's a game warden in the area. Just gonna have to catch some fish tomorrow, work a little extra hard. Really glad I didn't keep those eggs. I ended up texting one of my game warden friends, and like I thought, it is illegal to keep nested eggs or disturbed ground nests in the state of Wisconsin. So I wanted to grab one of those so bad. I am starving right now. Like I said, guys, the last time I ate was 9 o'clock this morning, and I had an apple for breakfast. So I'm definitely feeling it, but. This is gonna be so good.
I don't even really like them that much.
Alright, so not a bad first haul. Got some wild leeks. And this is pheasant back mushroom. Apparently these old ones aren't as great to keep, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to make like a broth out of the older ones and then use the littler ones and eat those. Wild onions, and then got a couple handfuls of fiddleheads. Well, there we have it. First night of food. Didn't get any protein today, but very thankful for a meal. So we got fiddleheads, wild leeks, and then our pheasant tail mushroom. I've actually never eaten any of these things, so bon appetit. I don't hate the mushrooms, but they're not the most flavorful ones I've ever had. Fiddleheads, honestly, just kind of taste like spinach. Those leeks are pretty good. Overall, pretty good. Like, if I think really hard about these mushrooms, they can almost kind of maybe taste like a ancestor of a morel. No, never mind. Not even close. Wow. That was a very tough... This thing, like, feels like a tendon. Alright, well, finished up dinner. Gonna settle onto the couch, watch a movie tonight, and get back after it tomorrow. Kind of settled my appetite a little bit. Really hoping I catch a fish, though. That was so hard. For those of you that watch my channel, you know that I love my coffee, and I haven't had a morning without coffee in a long time. So I'm already kind of feeling it, feeling a little ornery. Also feeling very hungry, so I'm gonna cook up some more of those mushrooms and fiddleheads. And then I'm gonna go try to catch a fish. I really need to get some protein today, so whether that be a fish or I don't know if I can find like acorns or something, I'm gonna have to get creative if I can't catch a fish. So we're gonna get in the boat. Just keep my fingers crossed. Morning onion. Bone after the teeth. Fish on. Another fish on. Yes, sir. Oh, yes. I got him. I got him! Lake trout. Yes. Okay. All right, that's great. That's awesome. Sorry I didn't get much of that on video, but so I was actually driving to a different spot and I noticed that there was a mud line out this way. And I decided to set one rod down even though I wasn't marking any fish, and I marked just this one, and I ended up catching them on a dipsy diver. That's my first lake trout I've ever caught on a dipsy diver, and man, I can't believe I only had one rod out and I caught a fish, so that's awesome news. I am so hungry right now. Like, I've been having my my kill switch attached to me because I feel a little lightheaded right now. So I think I need to get some protein in my system. So I'm literally gonna cook this fish up right now. I'm gonna bonk them, bleed them out for a second, and just stay put for a while and have this fish. It's awesome, good. Oh, it's about 11. So it's been just about 24 hours since I've eaten my last meal. I'm gonna get this guy cleaned up. I'm in definite need of some protein right now. Check out what's in this fish's belly. All sorts of smelt in there, look at that. Been putting the feed bag on. I'm gonna eat this quick and then cut up the rest of that fish. I'm so hungry right now though, and like I'm starting to notice already how weak I'm getting, or like how, I wouldn't say disoriented, but like I'm not feeling 100% right now, that's for sure. Oh, that's gorgeous. Exactly what I need. Sorry for the maybe the lack of angles and great footage right now. I'm really not feeling up to it. It kind of all just hit me at once. So I've just had those veggies to eat for like the last, couple meals, and I think I'm really lacking some protein and Might honestly be struggling with a little bit of blood sugar too, I can't tell, but I did have a candy bar in my backpack in case of emergency, but I took it out today because I felt like it was too much of a temptation to eat, but I feel like it was kind of a bad idea to take that thing out. I don't know. We're gonna eat this fish and see if it makes me feel any better, but if I keep feeling lightheaded and stuff, I might have to go in and, you know, make something that's gonna help my blood sugar levels. Just gonna dive in right now. There you go. Fresh lake trout. Doesn't really get any fresher than that. I don't know if I told you guys this yet, but I definitely was talking about it to Hannah this morning. My flavors, like all my senses feel like enhanced. She had like a bowl of Special K this morning, like frosted Special K, and normally I can't smell that kind of stuff, but I could smell like the milk and like the sugars in the cereal. And I think that's what's happening with this lake trout right now too, is I feel like I can taste so much more. I am also trying to crispen up the skin like this. My hope is to have like some kind of little snack for myself. Be able to make some trout skin chips. There's a lot of vitamins and protein that can be in that fish skin. I think I gotta thank somebody higher up for allowing me to get that fish when I did. It wasn't looking good there. Alright, so I just got everything cleaned up. Flayed the rest of that fish and threw her on in the live well. For those of you that don't know, fish meat is not supposed to be submerged in water for a while. Luckily I caught it soon enough and got it in a bag now. I'm just using that water to keep it cold, but it is sealed off now, and yeah, I now have fish meat for another meal. So hopefully for dinner tonight, or if I need to tomorrow, I'm gonna try to catch another fish just so I have something to eat for tomorrow, so I don't have to take the boat back out, and I can just worry about like getting, like I said, getting my blood sugar levels, getting some sugar in my system, and finding and foraging some other stuff. So it'll feel good if I can just get one or two more fish. That'd be great. All right, so here's what that last fish came on. Wow, there's line everywhere. Oh man. So this is what that last fish just came on. Oh wow, he got this thing all knotted up. So this is what that fish came on. So this is just a little green and silver spoon. But the more important piece of this was this right here, Dipsy Diver. So this is like a big piece of plastic. If you guys know how a crankbait lip works, this is basically like a crankbait lip for your line. So I had just about 80 feet of line out. That means that bait was down there about somewhere between 60 and 70 feet, I think. There's a whole diagram that you can use to figure out how deep your lure goes, but that's what did the trick right there. That's my first lake trout, like I said, that I've ever caught on a Dipsy Diver. So I'm gonna set out two now. I was kind of just waiting for a bite, seeing if it was gonna work, and it ended up working. I only had one rod out, which is crazy. Like, I'm in one of the biggest lakes, and I catch a fish on one rod.
Got a fish on here. I don't know what it is yet, but I noticed it last minute. It's only 50 feet away from the boat. Please stay on. Don't get off. He feels big, whatever it is. Don't want to horse him. Got a light line. Oh, big lake trout. Big lake trout. Oh man. Where he's gonna get off. Oh no. He's just barely hooked, guys. Come on. Come on. No. Come on. No. Yes! Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
Yes! Yes! I don't know if you guys just saw what the heck just happened, but oh my, he got hooked on the outside of the net. I don't need any more fish after this thing. Oh, he got hooked on the outside of the net and I just barely got him in. That was insane. Look at that guy. Heck yeah, dude. He's going straight in the live well. I've been trolling out here for like, I mean, I caught that first fish at 10. It's about 2:15 now, so it's been full 24 hours of me eating what I catch. And I was feeling pretty hopeless. I ended up switching up the way I was fishing. Been using like some shallower diving crankbaits, and that reel actually doesn't have a line clicker on it, so I didn't even notice that the board was I didn't even notice that there was a fish on there. The only way I noticed was that the board was like straight behind the boat, and I went to go pick it up and I was like, oh, that feels kind of heavy. Yes. All right, perfect. Well, I'm gonna pack stuff up quick, get into shore, clean this fish up maybe, and get it in the fridge because I don't want spoiled meat. I need to conserve my meat, and that's definitely gonna be enough for the next couple days. So great, I don't need to come out tomorrow. I can focus on other things I need to eat. But yes, I cannot believe that I got that fish. Let's play it one more time in slow motion. Come on. No. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I have a cheap Walmart net, and it was just almost too short for that fish. I mean, pulling the rod all the way up, trying to net that thing by myself, almost impossible, but we got it done. Man, that was lucky. That was straight up luck. Whew. Well, I got off the lake and was just about to go mushroom hunting when this happened. You know that liquid? That's brake fluid. That's an issue right there. Brake fluid level low. I was actually going down the street and I barely had brakes, but it's my own dang fault because I've been meaning to replace my calipers and my rotors for the last few days, and I can only believe that that would be why my brake line just popped. So I'm gonna have to take care of that before I can move anywhere. So thank God that I found some fish today and already have some mushrooms built up, because I would be in kind of a pickle right now. All right, so after just talking to RJ, my buddy RJ, come to find out, it's not a today project, it's a tomorrow project. My caliper is completely, yeah, well, it's not completely messed up, just a seal's broken. But my brake pad is completely broken in half, so we're gonna have to take care of that tomorrow. Meanwhile, I'm getting kind of hungry, so I'm probably gonna cook something up here, but I'm gonna see if I can borrow somebody else's car to go hunt for morels. We've got about 2 hours left of daylight, so I'm gonna go try to do that quick. All right, so I got a little bit of a drive. I'm gonna go try to find some morels, and we'll catch you when we're at the woods. All right, so I've made it to the woods. This is a spot I came to about a week ago, and I found a false morel here, so I have reason to believe that there's gonna be real morels. There's a lot of oak and aspen trees around, which I know is good things when you're looking for morels. I forgot my bug spray back in my truck, so that's gonna be fun. But we're gonna walk around, hopefully find some mushrooms or some edible plants. And if not, I guess we'll just have to make do with what we've got. But I had to give it a shot with just the last little bit of daylight we've got left. I probably haven't told you guys this yet, but I'm a pretty novice forager. This is kind of my first time testing my skills. I've gone out and looked for mushrooms for fun, and I'm learning a lot through this. So by no means do you have to know everything, but when you're going out, there's two things that you really want to consider. One, the really big one, is don't eat anything if you don't know what it is. Yesterday I know I found stuff that I didn't know what it was, but I made sure I checked what it was after I'd already picked it. Definitely check on stuff before ingesting it. And then the other thing is, when you find things, like yesterday, those leeks were a perfect example. You want to make sure that you're only taking like part of, you know, the population of plants. We want this stuff to be able to grow naturally, and to not, we don't want to take away from natural growing things. So morels, we're going to be cutting at the stems. They're going to be able to come back, and then like any plants that we forage, we're not going to take everything. So, all right, let's find a big oak tree. Not seeing anything around here. All right, I'll keep you guys posted if I find something. There's a lot of good trees around here. Oh, like this should be perfect. Like this slope right here comes down, and I think it's facing like southwest, but there's big oak trees right here, and I still haven't found one yet. Like, am I looking in the wrong spots, guys? From everything I hear, I feel like that's like what you want. Like, this is the exact scenario that you'd want. But still, there's nothing around here. One of the main reasons I wanted to do this challenge was so I could find some morels. That's the funny thing about trying things, is it's never gonna go exactly as you thought. Huh. I don't know, if you guys are some expert morel hunter, or you know more than I do, which I'm sure a lot of you do, feel free to give me some pointers and stuff I'm doing wrong. Back to the truck. No. Oyster mushrooms. Beetles are getting it. Yuck. That's a bummer. Ugh. I don't know, man. Yeah, I'm gonna leave these. There's like beetles colonizing in there. It's disgusting. I'm not gonna eat that. Can't do that. Oh. Well, I've just spent the last couple hours looking for morels with no luck. None whatsoever. All that walking around, I worked up a little bit of an appetite. Brought some fish skin with me. Used to be crispy, but omega-3s, baby. Oof, that's just not right. Ugh. That was pretty nasty, honestly. Definitely could have used some more crispening. But gotta work with what you got. Alright folks, well there's dinner for night 2. We got our lake trout fillet, some sauteed mushrooms, and then I tried to go really fancy and make a soup, but this did not turn out as I was expecting it to. Made a mushroom stock and put some of those onions in here. We'll see how this tastes. Oh man. Definitely not a cheeseburger.
Nope, nothing you're gonna eat for the next day and a half. It's gonna be.
Oh. Oh my gosh. I really charred that skin. That's... Oh my, I'm gonna have to choke this down, man. This fish sat in a puddle of water for a little bit inside that bag, if you guys remember. And it had a little bit of a whitish hue to it when I cooked it. I wasn't gonna waste the meat, so. It smells kind of good, actually. Like a big onion. I'm gonna finish this stuff up, maybe save a little bit for breakfast tomorrow. And then I'm gonna hit the hay. From when I started dinner to when I finished, it took me about 2 hours. 2 hours for all this. And all day to gather it and catch the fish and clean it up. It's hard work out here. Alright, good morning. It's day 2. Well, day 2.5, I guess. It's the morning. I've got a day and 5 hours left, so a little over 30 hours left. Or, wow, 29 hours. Sorry, can't do math. But I'm feeling super foggy headed this morning. I don't know why. I haven't had sugar in a while. There's not really many things out right now that you can get sugar from. The berries aren't coming out, and it's kind of like a weird middle period right now, so we don't have any fruits coming on the trees, and yeah, for me to get my blood sugar levels up, it's gonna be difficult. Yeah, my abs are super sore still. So the day before I had started this whole diet, if that's what you want to call it, I did a pretty intensive core workout, and I haven't worked out in my core in a while, so it was sore the next day, and then I think my body's trying to heal those muscles, and I don't have any protein to give it, so I think it's just prolonging the soreness, so that's not good either. I ran out, I used all of my supplies last night, all my mushrooms, everything, so I gotta go find some stuff this morning. And I also have a meeting in the city at 9:30, so kind of puts a wrench in my day. So we're doing a lot of things today. We're trying to find our food, we're going to a meeting, and we're apparently repairing my truck tonight, so if I can make it through today, I can kind of make it through anything, I feel like. I don't know, but green soup. Oh, it was like an onion smoothie. One thing that I think would make this easier is if I wasn't surrounded by so much good food. Living in my apartment, like having all this stuff, like right here. I mean, I have so much food, and I haven't been able to eat any of it. Just fish and onions. Fish and onions. Alright guys, look what I just found. This is, I mean, I think this has to be wild asparagus. It's pretty common around here. Maybe I'll come back and grab this. This is a huge stalk. I'm gonna see if I can find some more, bigger population of it, but I'm gonna try to remember where that's at. Alright, so I'm using an app called Picture This. Just wanted to see what this weed was. King of the Meadow. It's apparently super toxic. Avoid eating it. Prevent serious side effects. It is recommended to wear vinyl or cotton gloves when handling it. So we won't be touching that. No, sir. I just thought it looked like a nice stocky plant. Didn't know it was gonna kill me. Guess that's probably what Supertramp said too, huh? Man, am I fatigued today. I'm walking like all deliriously. My feet feel so heavy. I don't know what kind of plants I just found, but I got some ramps again. Found some mushrooms, but they're a little too big, a little too tough. So I'm gonna go grab that asparagus and get the heck out of here. Find some, couple more fiddleheads and yeah, call it. Like I can barely pick up my legs. The sun started coming out. I wore a jacket and long pants out here, which wasn't a good idea either. But what can you do? Oof. Alright guys, so this right here is a raspberry bush, I believe. This is where the raspberries should start blooming, but they're not here yet. I'm gonna grab a couple of these buds. I don't know if they have any sugars in them or not, but I'm in desperate need, so I'm gonna put those in my pocket. I can't eat those until I know that they're safe, so I'm gonna put them in my pocket, and then when I get service I'll look it back up. Got a little bit of lake trout. Man, I am really still just not excited about fish. I think this is a mental game because I've only eaten like 3/4 of a fish and like I'm already sick of it. It's a little better today. I think the hardest part about this challenge right now is not having carbs. I noticed my energy like depleting. I like way overdid that fish. It's so chewy. It's like alright, what's the problem, RJ?
You destroyed your brakes by not changing them. So, well, this was an inner brake pad at one point. There's no brake pad on it whatsoever. And because of that, the caliper pistons melted and cracked and also simultaneously destroyed the rotor.
So you're saying that when I bought rotors and brake pads and didn't install them, that it's not a good thing to do?
So that
it's a little different.
This piece is this piece right here with the ears. All of this is brake pad.
Cool.
You done did it real good. Look at that. Caliper pistons aren't destroyed. Seals are nice.
Thank God RJ is doing most of the work on this thing, because I'm not gonna lie, right now I'm feeling kind of tired. I'm trying to get a grill assembled right now so I can hopefully grill up some lake trout later. If not, I'm just gonna have to do it up on the stove. But we're gonna finish up this project, and by we I mean RJ is probably gonna do all of it.
Really?
And we'll catch you guys when I'm cooking back up again.
Yeah, really. So.
Alright folks, we got the new passenger brake caliper on and new brake pads on both of the front sides. The only issue was on the back passenger side, we managed to shear off my brake fluid valve. So I'm gonna have to bring this thing into the shop anyway, but thanks to RJ for getting that fixed up while I assembled a new toy. Now I'm super hungry, and I'm gonna fillet up this lake trout and get it on the grill. Alright, there we go. Dinner for one. Guys, I can't say how thankful I am that I caught this fish yesterday. Like, if I wouldn't have gotten this fish, today would have been so much more tough. Like, the wind has picked up here. The foraging wasn't going my way today. I just got super lucky, and I'm very thankful that I get to enjoy some nice grilled lake trout. This fish tastes way better than the other one. Cold lake trout, not so great. Fresh off the grill lake trout, pretty dang good, man. Fiddleheads are so weird. They're like little chameleons. So today was pretty weird. I didn't have much of an appetite like most of the day, and it led me to not eat or not want to eat. And I choked down some lake trout in the middle of the day, and then I was like craving more. So I feel like my stomach was almost like shut down, and like by me snacking I kind of woke it up a little bit. But today was all around a pretty good day. I'm ready for this thing to be over. So 2 p.m. tomorrow. Couldn't come any sooner, really. Can't wait to be eating French dips and chips. Good morning. Hi. Very hungry this morning, so I think I'm gonna eat some breakfast. Feeling a little spacey headed still. Probably the lack of coffee in my life. Oh, I wish you guys were here to smell this at 8 in the morning. So the other part of this that makes me like really sad is that I like foods, and to be able to only eat fish and veggies kind of stinks. Again, I'm very thankful for this fish, but alright guys, so I got my lake trout here. It's in a fresh brine this morning with some salt and sugar in it and a little bit of water. It sat overnight, and now we're gonna smoke it. This will be honestly, I probably should have done that like right after I caught the fish, but I didn't have this grill yet, so this will be a nice treat to end this challenge. The final product looks pretty amazing, actually. I'm gonna go bring this upstairs and clean this grill off. Alright guys, well Hannah decided to make pizza rolls right now, and I decided to make some smoked fish. My pizza rolls are done. When your pizza rolls are done. Oh god, I can't look at that. All right, show the camera your pizza rolls. Oh.
Ooh.
It's actually so hard.
I foraged them.
Yeah.
Right out of the freezer.
This is my lunch. Oh, it's 1:04. I only have an hour and 8 minutes left. Look it. I have 1 hour and 7 minutes left. So the smoked fish is done. I wish I had that grill sooner because this looks amazing, even after eating just lake trout for the last couple days. So we got smoked fish, and then we've got our fiddleheads from last night. That did an amazing job with smoking these fish. Like, I think this might be the best smoked fish I've ever made. I ended up cold smoking these ones, so like it has that nice crust on the outside. And just brined it in brown sugar and salt.
Close up to my face. Disgusting.
No, that's what I needed. Hannah's giving me all sorts of good ideas right now. Dandelion crackers. What does a dandelion cracker look like, Hannah? Do you just like throw?
I don't know. You said you were gonna make dandelion cookies.
Well, I was, but okay. I was gonna make dandelion cookies, but I would have had to use flour and sugar, and I kind of felt weird about using flour. No, this turned out good. Cold fiddleheads. They're not like the worst thing cold, but they're not the best. That's for sure. I've got an hour left. Could I survive without a bite of fiddlehead? For sure. But we're just gonna.
You kind of like click, watch like half a minute, click away. It's just like Tinder. You click, you fucking watch. You click a little bit, you watch like you skip around. You watch a little bit, then you click away, you watch something else. This is the same as.
Hi there. Could I order a French dip, please, with fries? Do you guys have any like fruit there also, like a fruit cup or something? Look at that. Yeah. Oh. I couldn't manage to wait for the camera to be on. But it's 2:27 right now. I was so hungry, and I ordered this in advance, so man, it tastes good to finally not be eating fish. Yeah, I think that this was probably one of the most challenging things that I've done on this channel. Honestly, at the beginning, I thought it sounded like not easy, but I thought it sounded like not so hard. I mean, eating fish for 3 days doesn't sound that bad, but I think it's just a big mental game. Like eating fish for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and along with, you know, vegetables that are available during the season. It got old pretty quick. Again, thank you guys so much for tuning in this episode of Mav. I'm gonna finish this sandwich and I guess we'll see you next time. Until next time, keep on trucking.